My name is Sam Russell. One day I was out with my brand new video camera when suddenly a war broke out. It seems the world is under attack by a strange alien force. I've been hiding out in the woods and recording my survival story via the camcorder I had on me. I have made friends. I have seen people die. And I have fought. I don't know how long I'll survive, or what I'll discover. But all I know is, I'm going to do the best I can to survive this war.
Oy. How nice it is. Take the load off. Relax. Well, battle's over. Day 72. Whatever battle there was, it's over. It seemed to be mostly in the air. That's what I can tell. Nothing much is happening. Oh, wait.
Why? Why'd you do that?
Because it's funny. Because what we do as a species.
It's gonna shoot you. It's gonna shoot you.
No, you were not going to shoot. Hey, no, stop. Keep your finger off that trigger. Boy, you do that and I'll kill you. Well, you know what I think we need to do?
What?
I'll put this down. Interviews. I'm sure if let's just suppose that we win.
Yes.
Oh look, you can see me. Yeah, we win this war. And this footage is all recorded. This is going to be historical information about this war and about who fought in this war. So, I figured we could have some interviews. I could talk to you guys about your experiences and what you've gone through in these first 70 days of this alien war. So I figured that's what we'll do. So I'll get everything set up and then we can go ahead and do that if you guys are cool with that.
Sure. I'm down.
Alright. Okay, this is Chris Jackson.
Yes.
Human survivor of an alien war. Okay, so if you're watching this in order, you have seen we met up in day 10, I do believe. We met up when I was still hiding on that rock, and then there was an alien pulse, and I got knocked out. When I woke up, Chris's gun was lying not too far away from me. I was just lying there, but Chris had vanished, and I didn't meet up with him again until I arrived at this house. So, what happened after the alien pulse went off?
Well, I was dazed. I collapsed just like you. I woke up, and I just freaked out and ran without my gun, and I was running, and I got captured by aliens.
You got, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yes.
Sorry, I was gonna act all shocked for the camera, but what am I talking about? You've told me this story already. Just keep going. Okay, you were captured by the aliens, and then what?
Well, they took me to a prison where they had other humans.
Military vehicles? Something. I think it was. Might have been. Alright, never mind.
Probably.
Transport or something.
Yeah, alright.
But, they took me with other humans in a prison camp.
We're looking at some kind of holding center, yeah. So they didn't take you aboard any of their ships. You didn't get a good look at them. Just the black armor with the black masks.
Yep. It was all black, but there was no. I didn't make any features. They looked humanoid.
Did they?
As we were talking about.
Did they just hold you, or did they do anything? Was that it? They just kind of held you?
They took my blood and.
Okay, so they gave you a physical. None of that alien, weirdo alien stuff, right?
None of that.
Okay, that's all this crazy human talk anyway.
Yeah.
These aliens are here for a purpose. Okay, so how long would you say you were there?
5 days.
Only 5 days?
I couldn't really remember after eventually just lose track of time at that point.
Nice. And then,
They didn't really torture me, ironically. They just held me. And
it wasn't day... Oh! My memory just came back. It was day 5 we met. It was actually day 5.
Really?
Wow. I know. I thought I'd never see you again. But, you, okay, so you were in the prison camp.
Yes.
Just probably starving. I mean, how many people were in the camp?
30 or 40, I would say. They looked like they were from the similar area, I imagine. They didn't probably go too far to capture them. They probably have different ones throughout the nation in different areas.
So what happened after that, after you've been there for a while?
Well, I thought I was doomed, and I was like, well, I'll be here forever. But then these 5 guys infiltrated the camp and saved my life, actually.
And those being Matt, Dustin, Adam, Michael.
There was resistance, and I was one of the guys to get out, and a few other people got out, but the other people were killed. The prisoners that didn't make it out to the aliens, because obviously we were escaping, and they started shooting us all. And a lot of people went their own way, but I chose to stay with Adam, Matt, Dustin, and the group.
Yeah. And they just took you here? It's quite a distance away. I guess were they evacuating the area, or
we
what?
actually found this house afterwards.
Okay.
It's a group of some other survivors that unfortunately all died or got lost or went away, and so it's only basically me and James now at this point.
Yeah. I wish I could know those guys. That might have been interesting.
They're great guys.
Did they leave anything behind? Pictures, journals?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Very good guys.
So what happened when you were with them?
Oh, we just set camp here, looked for supplies. We couldn't really find that much, actually, even around the area, because a lot of the original survivors took all the supplies from around here. So, but we got some guns, we gathered some medical supplies, camped up in this house, and we've been in.
And then you went.
Just cause.
Then that patrol happened, where Michael and James went out, and Michael, told me about that. Yeah. First man down. It's kind of hard.
It is. Especially the way he died. From an alien grenade. He wasn't even shot. Just blew up. Disintegrated.
Yeah, and
I'm happy that we got out. Cause
then Dustin.
Shot. Just 5 times in the chest. Just boom, 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 boom. And we got the alien. And we're like, we wanted to, obviously take the alien.
All you could grab was his gun.
Yeah, we couldn't just...
You just wanted to make sure you got his
we didn't
Thompson and got out of there. And then who was next?
Adam. And Matt, actually, together. They
were together?
They led the group and ambushed both of them. Luckily, I was able to stay back. I was able to retreat back in the woods. So the aliens didn't see me, but they saw them. So, unfortunately, they were shot and killed. Except they dragged Matt off. So I don't know what happened. I don't know where they took him. If he was even alive, but
maybe. But you still, at least you still got their equipment.
Yes.
So, what are your personal feelings on what's been happening this war?
It's tragic. I mean, I don't even know. I can't really formulate personal feelings. I'm kind of just in the middle of
you seem pretty numb, pretty shell-shocked. It's kind of odd, but if you forgive me for saying that, it feels kind of weird.
It's just,
don't mind.
I'm trying to hide it, hold it in.
Hold it in, just think about it later. Yeah. Don't blame that. I don't blame you for that. I really need to spill my guts on the camera eventually here. Talk about how I feel about this war, because this is what I really want to record. What happens to us as people for this war? The personal stories. I know I sound like a freaking news person, but but those are stories that really. Well, thanks for the interview, man. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get a bite to eat. Then, you and me will go on patrol, right? Yep. Alright. Well, now, here I am with James Mitchell.
Hey.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, where not so much about your whole life story, but, no, really, I want to save memory space. Where were you when they came?
Where was I when they came?
Yeah.
We're like in day 80-something or 90-something.
No, we're at day, this is only day 73 now.
73, well, same thing almost as 80-something.
I know.
Day 73, oh wow. That's almost 2 Lents worth of this stuff. Talk about developing new habits. Oh, God, where the hell was I? Everything is such a blur now. I was just, here, and I think I was doing some work that day. I think I was working. Yeah, I was doing some actual networking stuff for a client at their site. A new branch, obviously, putting in new networking stuff, doing security configuration and stuff. And I think I was getting ready to go get a sandwich for lunch or something, and then all of a sudden, just, kind of the sky falls down. There's alien crap, and there's fire, and there's, energy weapons being done, the stream, the air raid, siren, and, bridges going down and stuff blowing up, and it's like, wow, what the hell?
What the world's out there?
I was an Iraqi freedom veteran, and my dad was, in a Desert Storm veteran, and my grandpa was a Korean veteran, so I come from a long line of military officers all the way back to the Civil War, so I've been brought up and stuff, I've been trained in that, been in the military. This is actually my grandfather's Beretta from when the military switched from the 1911 to the Beretta. This is from the original 1985 purchase. This weapon is like 5 years less older than that. This thing's 27 years old, I'm 32, so I had this thing with me, and I just kind of went into default mode. I just, hightailed it for, my safe location outside of town temporarily, and well, kind of
like me. I went to that rock.
Where I just had, some actual money, some water, some backup prescriptions, copies of records, the stuff that you need if you're going to get transplanted somewhere else, if you're on the run, the vital information you need to provide medical people or authorities and anyone else. So, yeah. Nice, good weapon, still works good. Hopefully it'll help me survive this so it can get retired on the mantelpiece where he passed it down to my kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like everyone else trying to have a normal day, and for me trying to have a nice little sandwich, go down to Jimmy John's or something, get a Pepe with double mayo, double cheese, and...
That sounds good right now.
Down. And...
Real food.
It's like, yeah, everything just kind of... It's like you
that's over.
Movies, like you actually see happen in the, like, friggin' Independence Day, like you see happen in the movies, everything just...
it doesn't happen as slowly as it happens in the movie. This thing was fast.
Well, this was just...
Well, I mean, there you get the big perspective of how everything is going.
I think these people just, transported down, started shooting us in the street and bombing us, and do, whatever their mission is before they get to, whatever the actual project is. I can't imagine they're just here to kill us, or here to release us or enslave us, or something like most conquering wars are.
Well, yeah, I mean...
to answer your question, it was just a normal freaking day for me, trying to have a nice, good lunch after getting some work done, doing some billable hours, building up a nice fat invoice I can hand in. And then, yeah, now we're And day 73 of this, luckily we have enough fuel for a generator for a fan, and we can refrigerate some food and have some water. And the water heater works, and so although we have to pump water into it manually sometimes, at least we can heat up water enough for a small, bathing and essential stuff like that to stay sterile and clean, which is very important in something like this.
Oh yeah.
You do not want to go weeks without showering.
Yes, I finally. I did. I mean,
it leads to infection and fatigue and diarrhea.
I know. Yeah. We start going.
I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Your next question.
Just not much. I mean, you were with you met up with Matt and Adam and Chris and all them, and just hooked up with them, and then found this place, and just, I mean, there isn't really much else to tell. I mean, just, how do you feel right now? That's an honest question.
I don't know, being trained as having been in warfare, in desert warfare, heavy stuff, I'm just kind of in the mode, especially, it's been 2 Lent cycles in the Catholic first of Lent 40 days. It's to develop new habits, because it was basically, I guess, month and a half of doing something you can develop new habits and train yourself. So it's been 2 Lents worth of this. I'm kind of in the mode. I was trained in it as a military officer, growing up. So I'm just in, trying to stay calm in the routine of surviving and just figuring out calmly how to do this day by day and be ready to defend myself and others if that need arises, and rescue people. Otherwise, it's just be in the mode, surviving and collecting enough gear for when the actual chance comes, or to just survive until the actual active forces can do something. Because we hear planes going all the time, so we know there's active forces out there still managing to do stuff, fight and hide, and still they can still launch aircraft and vehicles continuously, so the fight is still going on. I'm just kind of doing my part on the sideline as, a disability retired soldier.
Yeah.
Just using my training, kind of like the old style, Second Amendment militia, just being the Minuteman ready out there to support the main body.
You scored any kills? Have you confirmed that you shot an alien?
I shot, don't know if they fully killed the alien down, but we don't know too much under their firing out energy weapons. Who knows if they've got some kind of armor that's absorbing the bullets somewhat, or what their biology.
So no confirmed kills.
In the last couple months, I fired a couple, like at least 1,000 rounds or so added into me, not just practice, not just, warning shots or vehicles, but direct, life form firing. At groups of 1,000 rounds out of this thing, so I've laid down some good fire. This was just like going back to the war in the desert, so.
Yeah. I know, it's in the urban areas.
Yeah.
Thanks for the interview. I'm just gonna get some rest. It's been a long, long war already. I did find something. The same way to put it. Oh, it's not. There it is. Yeah. Just couldn't remember.
Look at this really quick. You see that? These slugs in here, these are 4-ounce shock slugs. This is not stuff that you can get on. This is heavy duty.
We've been looking for Chris. He's been downstairs a lot, so we're going down and we're gonna surprise him and have some fun with this. This is good. Cameras. Ain't isn't so good. Oh, he's in there. He's in there. Good. Alright.
That the resources are very abundant on this planet. We can overtake them.
He's not my beard.
Absolutely.
Aliens.
I'll meet at the extraction point and I'll meet you on the ship. Over and out.
Maybe I'm wrong.
no way. These heavy humans, they have no reason.
It's way up there.
So we have to break it. Thank you. You want me to?
You move. Please. You give me one answer. Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
You'll never take me alive.
I just did! Shut that thing the hell